What do you know? Do they have fairies in Africa?
I don't know, but they have books and I've read everything about them.
I know more about fairies than anyone else alive.
Then let's call them. Do you know the chant?
Yes?
Come out from your fairy bower. Come upon this golden hour. Come to us, we beg you, please. He did know the fairies, didn't he?
Better than anyone.
His life. He wrote about them, talked about them, they devoured.
Good. Now let's smile.
Yes?
Always knew someday you'd come along. We'll make a twosome that just can't go wrong, darling. I love your funny face, your sunny, funny.
You really don't like politicians, do you?
I like 2 or 3, but I'm not really sure about one of them. I don't think the system works.
How would you have it work?
We need a system where the politicians sit down and discuss the problem. Agree what's in the best interest.
You're making fun of me.
No, I'd be much too frightened to tease it.
Your name?
Ella, a Frau.
Well, Ella or Frau.
I want peace in the kingdom as much as anyone.
And today you realize?
Well, I'll try and be more considerate next time. I'm saving you.
Next time, what?
No.
Would you help? Now, would you mind?
When I first saw him, it was like I was blind.
Government. Supreme Court decision. Plaintiff versus consolidated industry.
If I don't take you, how come I'm making you?
Whoever did meet.
Right on.
Isn't locked up.
You'd never agree to that. Father says all psychiatrists are con men. Besides...
Je suis là, non? Oui. Bon. Nous allons être obligés de passer la nuit ici. Et alors? Je vais chercher nos sacs et tu essaies de nous allumer un petit feu. On va s'enfumer.
Anna? Anna?
Pourquoi souriez-vous?
Parce que ces propos me rappellent les discussions des
Notre invité d'abord. Kurt est allé la voir.
Elle n'osera peut-être plus défier Morgane.
Besides you and Mrs. Goddard, the only other people I know here are the Martins of Abbey Mill Farm. Mrs. Martin had 2 parlours and an oven maid and 8 cows. Mr. Martin used to cut fresh flowers every day.
How lucky for Mrs. Martin to have such an agreeable husband.
Oh, Miss Woodhouse, Mr. Martin is not her husband. He is her son.
Ah, I see. Then he...
Miles to get them just because he heard me say I liked them. Wasn't that kind?
Tell me more about Mr. Martin. Is he a man of information?
Oh, yes. He reads the agricultural reports, and I recommended he read The Romance of the Forest, and he said he would.
And what sort of looking man is he?
I thought him very plain at first, but I do not think so now. Have you never seen him when he's in town?
A family like the Martins are precisely the sort of people with whom I have nothing to do. A degree or two lower, and I might be useful to their families, but a farmer needs none of my help, and is therefore as much above my notice as he is below it. In fact, the other...
Woodhouse, there he is now.
You have someone else in mind for your friend. But if the gentleman you dream of is Mr. Elton, your labor is in vain.
Charles.
Mr. Elton, Harriet is collecting riddles for a little book, and we knew you would come.
I have not thought of him since he left, except for the mention Harriet made of him. It would so relieve me to know that Harriet was well taken care of. Perhaps I can bring them together at the ball. Lucky the man who exchanges Emma for Harriet. Today I tried not to think about Mr. Knightley. I tried not to think about him when I spoke about the menu with Cook.
Oh, is Mr. Knightley coming?
Why do you say that?
Lamb stew's his favourite.
I tried not to think about him in the garden where I thrice plucked the petals off a daisy to ascertain his feelings for Harriet. I don't think we should keep daisies in the garden. They really are drab little flowers. There is some news that will surprise you.
Of what nature is this news?
The very best. It is a wedding between two people.
Oh, yes, between Jane and Mr. Churchill. Mr. Weston wrote to me.
Undoubtedly, you were not surprised.
Well.
But...
Do you realize? I would have gone through life half awake if you'd had the decency to leave me alone.
Why me? Perhaps we woke up each other.
What he's going to buy to freeze the vegetables with. He's been talking about it every night for the last week.
Dad gonna be there?
Well, sure, he's going to buy it.
Well, I'll skip it.
You're going to have to see him sometime, Cal. Come on.
Girls follow you around. You see, I thought he didn't love me. That made me feel awful. Girls love their fathers terribly.
Do they?
My mother died when I was... But enough so we can live together till I get married. He's just my father now. Nothing to rave about. Why, your hair's in a mess.
Time for my sake.
I was in no man's land. I knew that when dusk fell, I'd be doing something childish for the final time. Come on. No. I don't know.
You look so tired.
Do I? Time is like a wheel, turning and turning, never stopping. And the woods are the center. It began the first week of summer, when accident bring lives together. On this summer's day, to meet. Woods should be so forbidden. It was.
Angus made that cradle. Brought it all the way from school.
The view from the Eiffel Tower can't be better than this.
Of time. Had she been button? They were never in a hurry and did things the slow way. Not free to explore, to ask questions, to play.
Relax against.
And she did.
And what we seem are but a dream. A dream within a dream.
She'd have a decent pair of legs. All the way up to her bum.
It was my mamma who intervened.
Lord Mansfield's infamous mulatter. No wonder our Lord Chief Justice knows not whether he's coming or going.
Once upon a time, there was a girl called Ella. As it was, but as perhaps it could be, with just a little bit of magic.
My darling.
To her mother and father, she was a princess. True, she had no title, nor crown, nor castle. But she was the ruler of her own little kingdom, whose borders were the house and meadow on the forest's edge where her people had lived for generations. With Mr. Goose and all their animal family.
Hello there. What do you think you're doing? Let the little ones have their show.
Ella missed him terribly when he was away, but she knew he would always return.
Papa, welcome home!
He's grown.
Little pavilion.
All was just as it should be. They knew themselves to be the most happy of families. In her heart, Ella stayed the same, for she remembered her promise to her mother. Have courage and be kind.
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Ella.
Good morning, Tom.
Mother dismissed the household.
C'est moche qu'on ne puisse pas passer l'après-midi ensemble. Oh, quel bâtard. Mais tu vas vite, dis donc.
Yes? What do you think it would feel like to be someone else?
You enjoying your book?
No, not really.
It gets better.
Fair fielding any day.
The lamb. You feed the lamb. Oh. Welcome to my little village.
I love it here. It's my heaven.
Oh,
Sweet.
Oh, the lilies look so beautiful.
Oh, it's heavenly.
Hello. Come on, you little chickens. Come on, little chickens. All the fresh herbs. They smell so good.
You've got to brush the dirt off a bit, but they're quite clean after that.
Oh, I must do this more often. I love the country.
Oh.
Way too.
Man has been corrupted by an artificial civilization. What is the natural state? The state of nature from which he has been removed? Imagine wandering up and down the forest without industry, without speech.
Regardez une petite abeille.
A wondrous fish indeed inhabits the grove.
Fish would like to come ashore.
But the fish is very welcome.
No fish comes willing to the fisherman.
My lord, one of the Queen's ladies in waiting.
Then she will not mind waiting till I catch a fish.
Of all of the ladies, I'm least fond of waiting.
Will you promise to dance with me someday?
I'm afraid I dance like a goat.
That he... Then why did he come to the Field of Desire? We should meet like this.
She rented it from this lovely rhubarb farmer for just $50 a month. And she covered it in honeysuckle, and she planted hundreds of wild...
Story.
Yes.
I wish for home. For all of us.
Castle, I'd rub shoulders with the stars, but I'm on.
I know. I was just wondering what happened with that woman.
Its bright sister to the original Daisy, Daisy Oh So Fresh is even more playfully spirited.
I know it's an unusual name.
Oh, my loves.
It's very good.
My wedding day.
First, I saw